This woman hadn't eaten for 80 days. Hunger had completely driven her insane. When she saw her baby boy, Mike, crawling toward her, a terrifying thought crossed her mind. She grabbed Mike and threw him into the fire. She was ready to roast him alive just to survive. But then, a heavy storm broke out. Thunder roared, snapping her back to reality. She realized she had just thrown her son into the flames. Screaming, she ran out of the house in panic. Luckily, the rain put out the fire. Mike survived. 8 years later, Mike had grown up. He carried the weapon his mother left behind, and he lived like a wild dog, fighting for survival every single day. One day, he wandered into a village. The land had been in drought for years. Crops failed, and most villagers starved to death. Inside one house, a family of 3 was sharing their last sweet potato. Then, a shadow rushed in. Minutes later, blood seeped from under the door. Mike walked out, holding his axe, chewing human flesh. The next day, the villagers discovered the scene. Rumors spread that a man-eating monster was in the village, but by then, Mike was long gone. The next day, he reached another village. While hunting for his next prey, he stumbled upon a boy named William who had fainted. Thinking the boy was dead, Mike leaned in to eat him, but William's friend David kicked Mike away just in time. The group quickly recognized him as the cannibal monster people had been talking about. David lured him away with a rice ball, but Mike kept following them from a distance. On their way home, they ran into the landlord's son. He shouted that the land belonged to his family, and that slaves like David weren't allowed to cross. The bullies started throwing rocks at David and his friends. As slaves, they didn't dare fight back. Blood ran down their faces as the stones kept coming. Then one rock accidentally struck Mike. In Mike's eyes, everyone was the same. He charged forward and ripped out the landlord's son's throat with his teeth. When the landlord heard his son was dead, he was furious. He swore to make Mike pay with his life. He hunted Mike down, chased him to the edge of a cliff, and struck him down into the abyss. By some miracle, Mike survived by landing on a pit full of corpses. They cushioned his fall. He crawled out, dragged himself to the river, and passed out. A woman named Anna found him. Even though she knew the rumors about him, she couldn't just let him die. She took him to an abandoned cabin deep in the forest, treated his wounds, cooked for him, and taught him how to speak. For the first time in his life, Mike felt warmth. Anna told him she knew he had killed the landlord's son, but she didn't care. She just made him promise never to kill again. Over the next year, Mike slowly realized he was human. He began cherishing everything Anna gave him. He loved being by her side, because he couldn't let others see him. He often followed Anna in secret, watching her every move, determined to protect her. Those days were the happiest of his life. But one day, everything changed. Anna stopped spending time with him. She'd drop off his food and leave right away. Having tasted companionship, Mike couldn't stand the loneliness anymore. He often climbed to the treetops, waiting for her to come. One day, he finally saw her. He followed her quietly. That's when he discovered Anna was secretly in love with David, the slave. Because of their status difference, the two could only meet in secret. Anna was tired of hiding. She planned to run away with David. Mike was furious. He believed David had stolen his happiness. He grabbed the axe he hadn't touched in a year, and swung it at David. Anna threw herself in front of David. She screamed at Mike, calling him worse than a dog, and told him to get out of her life. If you were Mike, would those words shatter you all over again?